Hello, and welcome to this edition of Praxis Magazine. I'm Alexa Catu.
And I'm Ava Hardaway. A Pittsburgh chorus is opening doors and hearts through music. Led by Duquesne University professor Sean Funk, a very special program invites kids of all abilities to make music together and thrive.
Praxis Magazine reporter Adeline Carrillo takes us inside the Mary Papert School of Music to see the impact firsthand.
The Pittsburgh Youth Chorus Cantante program was created by Sean Funk, a professor of music education here at Duquesne University. He enables kids of all ages with disabilities from schools surrounding the Pittsburgh area to be part of the joy of making music.
Hi, I'm Adeline Carrillo. I'm outside the Mary Papert School of Music, where you can find Professor Sean Funk every Tuesday leading the Cantante group.
Professor Funk creates an inclusive environment within the Cantante group. He prioritizes working one-on-one with each student to ensure they feel comfortable and included in their environment.
Our goal is to just create a community of musicians that enjoy making music together.
Professor Funk's 32 years of experience gives him the knowledge and skill to guide a new generation of students on their journey to discover the beauty of music. Students at Duquesne in all different majors have the opportunity to be part of the Cantante group and help contribute to connecting kids through music.
Student connection is that we have students from Duquesne in music therapy, music education, and in other related areas such as occupational therapy, psychology, and physical therapy that have rotated through to work with these students that have unique needs.
Students not only are connected with other liberal arts students, but the youth group also gets to use a variety of different instruments such as drums, marimbas, and piano, which help to expose them to many kinds of music.
Professor Sean Funk can be found in the Mary Papert School teaching Duquesne University students all the time. On Tuesdays, you'll find Mr. Funk working with his Cantante group, where you'll hear his love for music vibrating through the halls of the Mary Papert School. I'm Adeline Carrillo with Praxis Magazine.
Some parents have told Professor Funk they are forever grateful to him and the Pittsburgh Youth Chorus for creating a space for children to be themselves.
The program holds rehearsals on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. at Duquesne University's School of Music. For more information, visit pittsburghyouthchorus.org. Since the late 1930s, the Tamburitzans, America's longest-running multicultural song and dance company, founded at Duquesne University, have carried Eastern European folk traditions to stages nationwide.
Throughout that legacy, Duquesne's liberal arts students have been a steady presence in the roster, scholars by day and performers by night. Praxis Magazine reporter Drew Waters shows us how our students have helped sustain the group from generation to generation.
While driving across Route 65, you may not know it, but Duquesne students are keeping a vibrant 90-year tradition alive. The Tamburitzans are the longest-running multicultural song and dance company in the United States. Members practice here, inside this building. And even though they may not be partnered with Duquesne University anymore, the Tamburitzans have deep Duquesne roots and a strong connection to these entertaining artists.
I'm Alexei Blagonadershin.
I'm Nathaniel Parsons.
I'm Roman Vucinits.
These three Duquesne students are among many Tamburitzans who see each other every day on campus and have created great connections through their shared musical experiences.
Yeah, as a freshman, coming into liberal arts, having just a group of people that I knew was really nice. Didn't have to make as many new friends.
Richard Balaj is a Duquesne graduate who came to the Bluff to be a part of the Tamburitzans and is keeping the tradition alive for the next generation.
So I have met my wife in the Tamburitzans, and since then we have raised two kids, and one of whom currently is a Tamburitzan, and the other one is interested as well. And I think you'll find that a lot amongst that community. Because it's really like a family.
Generations of Duquesne students have been involved with this group, and it's not just about performing all over the world and showcasing their talents, it's also about keeping a tradition alive. Over the past 8 decades, the Tamburitzans Ensemble has expanded its repertoire to include wide varieties of folk dance and music representing international cultures. Through 9 decades, several international tours, thousands of performances, and hundreds of thousands of audience members, the Tambritson Show remains an annual tradition for countless families every year and a delightful new discovery for others.
You can see them on the next show, December 12th through the 14th with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra at Heinz Hall. I'm Drew Waters for Praxis Magazine.
Back in 2023, President Ken Gormley announced the creation of a $1.1 million endowment to provide a sustainable source of funding for club sports on the Bluff.
President Gormley worked with the Student Government Association and student life representatives to make sure all sports received their fair share. Praxis Magazine reporter Betsy Bodwin spoke with one student athlete who explains the value of taking part in her club sport.
With the start of the 2025-26 school year, club sports are in full swing. We talked to McAnulty College liberal arts freshman Augustine Krenzer about her experience playing on the club volleyball team.
I definitely just wanted to stay active while keeping up with my schoolwork, and I knew playing at the Division I level wasn't for me, but I still had a lot of, I still wanted to continue on what I did in high school. I still wanted something to do rather than my academics.
Staying active can have a positive effect on college students, but being in a team environment can especially help with the big transition to college.
I think it has a very positive effect on my transition to college. Like I said, it has made me reach out to other people and learn more about the Duquesne community in general, because I get to travel to other places to play other teams, and it's really nice to I think the best connection is with upperclassmen, people that I would not have ever talked to before, that I would never see around, and then I see them and I get to learn from them, and they're like mentors, so it's very nice.
Augustine also looks forward to playing on the club basketball team this winter, but for now she's focused on building a relationship and chemistry with her new fellow teammates.
Club volleyball is just getting started with their fall season and will compete in multiple tournaments this semester and will then transition to the spring season. You can follow them on Instagram at DUQWCVB. For Praxis Magazine, I'm Betsy Bodwin, signing off.
Several years ago, the only way to see Praxis Magazine was to pick up a physical copy of a printed publication and read the various stories on the pages of the magazine.
Now approaching a decade of being a television broadcast, watched by viewers on several different platforms, it's also helping to launch the careers of students enrolled in the College of Liberal Arts. Mackenzie Bailey introduces to us a proud Duquesne Duke, Bailey Martin, who is making a name for herself in the world of television news.
From Duquesne student to evening anchor to professional reporter, Duquesne alum Bailey Martin is now living the dream she once thought was out of reach. She spoke with us about her time at Duquesne, about how her time at Duquesne shaped her career and what it's really like working in broadcast journalism.
My name's Bailey Martin. I went to Duquesne from 2019 to 2022. I graduated in 3 years, so I graduated a year early. I was a double major in multi-platform journalism and digital media arts.
Bailey says she arrived at Duquesne unsure of her path, but one class completely changed everything and set her on track toward the newsroom.
I took one journalism class and I fell in love with it. I absolutely loved it. And I knew that, okay, I think I need to continue on the journalism path. So I declared my major my first semester as multi-platform journalism, and I really just took off from there.
Through Praxis Magazine, newsroom classes, and Duquesne student television, Bailey says Duquesne gave her the hands-on experience that took her from liking journalism to realizing she could actually make a career of it.
Praxis Magazine is where it took me from I enjoy this and it's fun to I can make a life out of this. I was able to anchor the show. I was able to anchor the first show in the new broadcast studio.
After graduating a year early, Bailey landed her first job as a multimedia journalist in Wheeling, West Virginia, doing every part of the storytelling process herself. Within months, she was promoted to evening anchor.
Thanks for joining us for 7 News at 10. I'm Bailey Martin.
I did the interviews. I came back to the station. I edited the video. I wrote the script, and then I went on TV and I delivered it. I reported on it. And it sounds like a lot of work, and it is, but those skills really are so important for what I'm doing.
Now, Bailey is continuing her career in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where she reports daily for WGAL News 8. This time, she works with a photographer, a change she says has transformed the reporting process.
I think just the real people connections is my favorite part of being a reporter.
In her advice to current Duquesne journalism students, take chances, even the ones that scare you.
Take the opportunities that you think you might not like, because you might just like them. If you are in Dawn and Mike's class right now, make sure that you are volunteering. If you feel like, oh, I would never go in front of the camera, get in front of the camera, get uncomfortable, put yourself in uncomfortable positions, because you just might love it, and it just might spark something in you that'll be there for the rest of
Bailey credits Duquesne for giving her the skills, confidence, and opportunities that built the foundation of her career. And from anchoring in West Virginia to reporting in Lancaster, she says she's only just getting started. From Praxis Magazine, I'm Mackenzie Bailey.
I would just love to meet Bailey sometime. I hope she makes her way back to Duquesne eventually and stops by, because after watching her and following her on social media for a while, she's definitely truly inspiring.
I agree. That would be really, really cool. The Duquesne community is mourning the loss of beloved journalism professor Maggie Patterson, who passed away November 10th, 2025. She was 80.
Born and raised in Pittsburgh, Patterson studied journalism at Ohio University, named Miss Sorority, and launched her career at the Pittsburgh Press. City Times at Pitt, earned a master's of fine arts degree, and taught at Indiana University of Pennsylvania before joining Duquesne's media department. She focused on media ethics, chaired the publications board, and served on the board of Public Source. Patterson co-authored 4 books, and earlier this year she received the Press Club of Western Pennsylvania's Service to Journalism Award. Maggie most recently led the Duquesne Duke newspaper's centennial celebration. She leaves behind her husband Rob, son Alex, daughter-in-law Allison, and granddaughter Sophia. Maggie Patterson's legacy will endure in every journalist she inspired. A mass remembrance will be offered for Professor Patterson next week.
The Mass will be celebrated in the Chapel of the Holy Spirit at noon on Wednesday, December 10th. All are welcome to attend.
That's all the time we have for this edition of Praxis Magazine. I'm Alexa Catu.
And I'm Ava Hardaway. Thanks for watching. We hope you have a great day.
Line before that. Just keep on reading.
This isn't up all the way. There we go.
Do you have internships at WTAE this summer?
You have to keep on checking it. The last time I checked was several weeks ago. They paid $20 an hour. It's unbelievable. They didn't pay that when I was. My son interned at our station in 2008. They didn't pay him